School.
I'd like to call the meeting to order at, looks like it is 6 o'clock. My name's Joe Huffman. I'm the Vice Chair of the Historic District Commission. Our Chair, Don Hine, will not be with us today. Let's start with Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The Maryland Land Use article empowers Frostburg's Historic District Commission to implement the city's Historic Preservation Overlay District according to regulations set forth in the Frostburg zoning ordinance. All meetings of this commission are open to the public and are conducted in compliance with Maryland's Open Meetings Act. Our statement of purpose: the Frostburg Historic District Commission is charged with the preservation of historic structures and the surrounding within the designated district in order to safeguard the heritage of the city, stabilize and improve property values, strengthen the local economy, and foster civic beauty. We'll have the roll call. As I mentioned before, Chair Don Hine is absent. Vice Chair Joe Hoffman. William Detterman.
Present.
Robert Reppin.
Present.
Maureen Conley. Sorry, I'm so used to saying Maureen Conley. Maureen Brewer.
Here.
And our alternate member, Daniel Filer.
Here.
So please look at the agenda, and when you're ready to make a motion of approval.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Thank you, Maureen.
I'll second it.
And we have the second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So the agenda is approved. And next, if you could look at the minutes from our meeting of May 28, 2024.
I move we approve the minutes as presented.
Thank you, Rob. And do we have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Daniel. We have a motion to approve the minutes. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So the minutes are approved. Our project presentations today are
First up is the 46 Depot
46 Depot
Road.
Road. And do we have a member here to speak to? Please join us.
There's a mic at the table.
Also, for the record, I do need to recuse myself from this because Steve is a principal of BDA and so is Matt Brewer, so.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And if you could tell us a bit about the project.
What I'd like to do is install a fence that will run parallel to Depot Road, starting at the existing privacy fence at the corner of my property, and extending up along the road, up along this bank, and then tying into this corner of the house. As you can see, one here, it starts at the corner of the privacy fence, parallels the road, turns into the corner of the rock
So this,
There's
on what
another
picture?
spot.
So that corner right there, the privacy fence is down there on the road?
Yes.
So just up to that corner?
Well, it
No, there's
comes
one
up,
on the other side too.
well, I'll get to that one next. It comes up along parallel to the road and then makes a 90-degree bend
Right,
to tie into the
Right.
rockwork.
okay.
The second part of the fence is to come from the corner of the privacy fence in the back out, parallels down with the front of the house, has a gate, turns and ties into the corner of the house.
Okay.
There's two sections of
Okay.
fence.
I think the last time that's the part we
Right.
weren't clear about.
I have dogs, and we're gonna be moving back into the house, and we'd like a fence to be able to put them in the yard and not have to worry about them.
So where, is that privacy, where is that on this picture? The other thing I couldn't figure out, is it over there?
Right here.
Okay,
That will come out around my barn, come down, and then tie back into this corner
okay.
house. The privacy, the fence I'm looking to put in is a white picket fence. It stands 4 foot tall.
The one here, the Plymouth?
Yes, the Plymouth. And if you're familiar with Pritchard Farms, there's one installed behind my house, actually. I live at 105 Hartwood. The drive behind my house, there's a house behind me that installed that same picket fence in there. That's actually where I got the idea. I like the fence they had.
And these are the post caps that you'll be
Yes.
using?
Yes, sir.
How close does the fence get to the nearest neighbor's property?
Well, the fence in the back, this corner is the property line for this property. But their house is clear back over in this. So it's not real close to their house. This one here, it would be the house on the other side of the privacy fence. Their driveway comes up along the privacy fence. Their house is located somewhat back, and that would be the closest point.
Okay, and that was a question we had.
Right. Then the privacy fence is a 6 foot fence, this is a 4 foot fence.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I've been working on this house for 10 years. I used to live in this house. And we bought a house in Pritchard Farms. And my wife convinced me to keep the house. And then I decided to renovate it. And I decided to renovate it once I was able to purchase the house that burned down along Old 36. When that house burned and they weren't going to rebuild, I bought that lot, which enabled me to expand my property there quite a bit. Changed the whole house
I've
completely.
been following the progress.
Yeah,
all these years.
we made a drastic difference to the house.
Yeah.
So, some people have project cars, I have a project house. Today was an exciting day because we got our kitchen cabinets delivered finally. So,
Is your property line right up to the road or is it set back?
I think it goes right up to the road, but we're actually staying back about 10 feet.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah. We're staying back to the top of the bank if you see those photos. My son regraded that area squirmy, and we're trying to stay back. There was a whole bunch of hedges along there that we couldn't maintain, and there was a lot of debris in that inside the slope. There was old timbers, all kinds of old debris that apparently had been used many years ago. So we pulled them all out and regraded that and grassed it. And so we're going to try to stay at the peak of the slope with the new fence. So I went with vinyl since the property across the street. They have vinyl, like a split rail.
Commissioners, do you have any other questions? If not, do we have a motion?
Sure, I'll do it. I've studied the application and all relevant documents and presentation related to the case, and I'm familiar with the property in question because I've gone by it every weekend for the last month in the bus. So I find the proposed changes are compatible with the neighborhood because there's general compatibility with the exterior design, scale, proportion, arrangement, texture, and materials to be used. Based on these findings, I move to approve the proposal because the use of exterior materials are similar to one right across the street in appearance and two original materials for significant buildings in the district pursuant to section 4.1.J.1.C.
I second it.
Do we have a second?
Phil just seconded.
Oh, no, sorry.
All right.
Do we have any comments from the audience? The audience here? No? Okay. We have a motion on the floor. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No? And so the project is approved. So good luck.
Thank you.
And look forward to seeing it complete. Okay, do we have any old business?
We actually have another project on 17 Frost Avenue.
Who's gonna change the orientation of it? I mean, like 5 or 6 years.
This begins on page 15 of your packet.
Come on, mascot. Oh, here it is. Come on, how are you?
Surviving. How's Matt doing?
Good. Working, which is good.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Mark McKenzie. I'm the owner of 17 Frost Avenue and want to replace the 3-tab shingles that I have with a metal roof. Of course, my next door neighbor, Wes Kroll, has already changed his roof to metal. Went through the commission, have it approved. And it's basically what I'm looking to do. Change it from it's currently like a light gray. I'd like to go to a brown. And it would only be the top roof of the house. The porches and the steep, there's 4 steep sections that will not be touched. It would only be the top roof, main roof of the house would be changed over to the metal roofing. Along with new gutters, which can match.
So this side and this side would not be
Yes,
touched?
there's 4 of those panels, they will not change.
But this roof?
Yeah,
and
the main
this
roof up top,
would be-
yes, that's all, that's what would be the metal.
Page are you looking at?
If you look at page 16, so this part and that part will not be metal.
So this
but
is
the
the
other roofs will be.
So which
First
ones are gonna be
house
metal?
This
on
roof
Frost as you're
and
going
this roof,
west.
not the
is that
side.
right?
Yeah, when you make the turn, you have the house on the corner with a second house right there, right in the middle between the first alley. Dr. Kroll's on the corner, the other corner right there.
Cool house.
It's the yellow stucco one, Joe.
So are you gonna change the ones on, anything on the side there, or just leave that, or,
No, we're not, they're gonna stay shingles it is.
okay.
So do you have the style of gutter chosen?
Uh,
See the color.
For gutter notes, it's gonna be a standard gutter.
I mean, for the
The roof,
roof.
yeah, it's this, yeah, the G-rib right here. It's on the
Okay.
spec sheet. It has the less pronounced ribs.
And the gutter is going to be, what type?
Be an aluminum gutter, and probably be brown color to match the roof.
Brown.
Yes. I don't know if you can
The
understand the
roof
dollar.
looks like it does need new shingles from
Yes.
the picture.
Yes. Yeah, we've lived there approximately 23 to 24 years, and it's
Part of it.
not been replaced up top.
So,
Are you doing
That's
the,
fine.
are you doing the porch also?
No, the porch roofs are, they've actually, I redid the porch roofs and the steep pitch roofs years ago,
Okay.
but I never did the top.
So is the porch roof a shingle roof, or is it
It's
a
actually,
roll roof?
that's a roll roof on the front. It's very low pitch.
Right, not enough pitch.
And then the back, it's a shingles on the back.
Okay.
They considered shingles, but to do it right, the roof would need to be stripped and decked. Because I do not want to put shingles on top of gap lumber.
The gutters, are they just along the top roof, or are you going to be doing all the gutters in the
It'll
house?
just be the top roof for this time.
so it would just be like these right here.
Yes.
Okay. That's the
Just that.
just these on the side, so it's a matching one on the other side too.
Is the front of the house, is that shingles, or is that, those,
Which,
your front top left?
oh, the scallop,
face.
you're talking about the.
They're scallops.
Yes, it's wood scallop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're leaving them?
yeah, that's just gonna be when I finally get the paint, they just get repainted.
Okay.
Yeah, none of that gets changed. Yeah, that's just the old wood scallop siding.
Commissioners, do you have any other questions for Mr. McKenzie?
Not for me.
If not, can we have a motion?
I'll make a motion. I have studied the application and all relevant documents and presentation related to this case, and I am familiar with the property in question. I find that the proposed changes are compatible with the neighborhood because there is a general compatibility of exterior design, scale, proportion, arrangement, texture, and material to use. Based on these findings, I move to approve the proposal because the use of exterior materials are closely similar in appearance to original materials of significant buildings in the district pursuant to section 1.1.j.1.c.
A second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Any questions or comments from our audience here or online? Nope. Okay. All those in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rick.
Have fun.
Yeah, have fun.
Thank you, Mark.
Oh, I'm just gonna be watching. I got a bad knee, there's not me going over that roof.
Well, I think I messed my pages up again.
Third project that we have, the owner is out of town, so they requested to be placed on the July meeting, in order to meet, review deadlines, or requirements. The 45 day.
Yes, the zoning ordinance stipulates that a decision in some way or another needs to be made on an application 45 days after it is made. So since this is in regard to 287 East Main Street, by the way. This is a project that I believe Rob brought up at our last meeting. We immediately made contact with the property owner and he did submit an application, but he indicated that he's out of town for this month's meeting and asked that he could be put on the July agenda. So what we're asking for this evening, we've written a motion for you. We just need you to vote to table the discussion until next month.
Do we have a motion to table?
I'll make a motion. With the understanding that the applicant is out of town and unable to provide sufficient details about the project, I move that we table the vote on this project proposal until the July 2024 meeting when the applicant is able to attend. Can I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
So that won't affect our ability to make a decision later or not? It won't affect his? Okay.
No, it just, if you had not voted to table the discussion, it would be automatically approved.
Okay.
So, we just wanted you all to have the opportunity to
Okay, good.
review it.
Good.
You have to call for it. All those in favor?
Oh, yes, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. So we'll be seeing this one in July.
So like they checked photographs and stuff, that'll be included in the next application?
Yes,
Got it.
yes.
And no more projects, is that correct?
No more projects.
And we have some new business.
Yeah, we had a couple staff approvals for projects. The first was 83 East Main Street. It's the Gene Harris, the insurance agency. He's going to be repairing some of the mortar on the facade of the building. He's not changing anything, he's just doing some maintenance, routine maintenance on that. And then 105 East Main Street, it's the Wicks and Wax candle bar that just went in recently. She was installing a small projection sign from the outside of the building. We just stated that she should make sure that she minimizes any damage to the facade, so.
And where will the sign go?
I don't have a picture of it, but it's just going to be on the above the window, I believe, on the outside or above the door. The way she had it shown, couldn't really see, but it was like 9.5 feet off the ground. So it's plenty high enough that it's not going to be too low for anybody walking underneath.
Okay.
What is close to that 105?
It's right beside
Eastern
Eastern
Express.
Express.
Beside-
Eastern Express,
Oh, okay.
the Chinese.
Uphill, downhill.
Oh.
Is the sign light up?
No.
And then walking past the building, it looks very nice. The door's open, you can walk in, if you've had a chance.
To what, I'm sorry.
I said, if you have a chance, you might want to walk in.
Okay, I know I've heard about it, I just couldn't remember where it was. Because they asked to do a basket for the garden club around that area, so it was already taken.
Okay. Any other things to share?
That's all we have.
Okay. Any questions, commissioners, for the folks? No? Well then, do we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion, we adjourn.
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And we're done
Thanks, everyone.
at 6:26.
Hey, there was, one time